Hi, yes. 3, 2, 1, here we go. We're live. Live, live, live. And here we are live at Mike's Magic Auto Detailing and Paint Enhancement. You can see it right there, folks, in Sharpsburg, Georgia. On Facebook and YouTube and anywhere else I can find to post these videos. Oh boy, it's a Monday late afternoon here in Sharpsburg, and hey, earlier it was thundering and raining, and before that it was sunny. Now it's sunny and shiny again. How about that, huh? I bet you're wondering, why is Mike sitting in his kitchen in front of his computer? Well, some of you have seen some of my videos in the past and you already know the answer to that. But for those of you who don't, I cannot figure out how to insert photographs into the video so that you have kind of before and after sometimes. So my poor man's solution is to come in here and show you on my computer some previous photographs I have taken. And here we have a photograph of part of the hood. I believe it was the passenger side, and you can see, folks, all the stuff. Oh, I see Miss Angela's on there. Hey baby, hey baby. You can see some of the stuff that was on that hood, and then we strip washed it, deconned it, clay barred it, all that stuff, and then we went to work on it. Here, I'll show you some photographs. This was, I believe, yesterday. If you look in here, you can see some of the cloudiness and haze that was left from compounding the hood and wet sanding. We did wet sand the hood. Yes, we did. This was Miss Angela's half. Boy, she did a great job. I'm telling you, did a better job than I did on my half. You can see here some of the haze that was left by compounding on that side of the hood. And I'm pointing out some hazy spots that were a little too much for me, so I did go back and hit that again with a different substance and a different pad. Oh boy. And here you can see quite clearly, like up here I had compounded some, but down here, over here, over here, over here, over here, that's the residual from the wet sanding, which was very necessary on this vehicle because it was in such bad shape. Another shot there, kind of give you an idea. There you can see the entire hood was wet sanding, and I believe that over there was a test spot I did with the Sonex Max Cut and a hybrid wool pad. It did pretty fair, and that's pretty much what I did over the whole thing. And you can see that side of the hood has all been compounded, the passenger side, and this was the driver's side that had been wet sanded but had not been attacked basically at that time. What does it look like now, you say? Are you asking me? You're asking me what it looks like now. You know what? Let's walk out in the garage and take a look. Let's go. When you're live, you can do that sort of thing. Woo, let's go. Don't look at my dirty, dirty kitchen, and it's all right, it's all right. And here you can see, once again, some of the aftermath of the last couple of days' work. Buffers, pads, my drill, which I used for a couple things, O&R there. Oh boy, see, that's the Lake Country black polishing pad on my 15mm long throw dual action polisher, which I just finished up using my bottle of water, very important in this kind of weather. One of my rotaries, which I did use was after I wet sanded, I compounded it with the rotary, the Sonex Max Cut, and some of it I did with these what they call hybrid wool pads or cutting pads. Some of it I went back. If I had to go back over it again, these are Lake Country, also low lamb's wool pads. They're a little bit softer than those. So when you want to clean up your compounding before you go into the final polish, you can use those. And on certain spots, I even use my big buffer down there. I call him Big Bubba. I think it's got an 8.5 inch backing plate on it, and it's got a big thick wool pad. Sometimes you just need that extra horsepower on a few spots, and I did on a few spots. But you know what? Wet sanded, compounded, and final polished with that black pad and the Sonex Perfect Finish polishing, which still has a little bit of cut to it. See, they tell you in the numbers. And if necessary, I could have gone back with an even lighter polish and a white pad, which is even softer than the black pad. But folks, I am extremely pleased with this hood. Look back at those photographs, folks. There are some deeper scratches in this hood which are left, which are just too deep to go after. They're not, some of them aren't scratches, they're gouges. Trust me, they're there, but you really have to catch the light just right and to see them. I can see one right there. I don't know if y'all can, but it is way down. I guess it's not going to show up for you guys, but it's way down into the clear coat. And there was a fair amount of paint on this car, but not a lot. And of course, those are rock chips that you see. Nothing I can do about those. I don't do inky painting anymore. But I would say overall, this hood is as good as it can possibly get without repainting it. There's nothing else I can do to paint on this hood. Nothing that would make it any better than what it is right now. It's just that the level doesn't get any higher than this. And folks, this is just virgin clear coat. There is no protection on this paint whatsoever. Nothing. There's no wax, no nothing. It's just virgin, squeaky clean clear coat. You see, there's a line, some line. I don't know if y'all can see them. Yeah, I think you can barely. There's some lines of scratches right there that are just too deep. I'm not sure what caused them, because they're odd looking shape and configuration, but they won't come out. But to find them, you really have to look. But folks, this level right here with this paint is the best you can hope to get it as far as perfecting the paint. And don't fall into that trap of chasing perfection, because you'll end up removing too much clear coat in all likelihood when you do that. But I see there's a scratch right there. I can see, I don't know if I can pick it up. I think y'all can just barely see it. But if you can see it, you can tell it's embedded. It's way down into the clear coat, and it doesn't pass the fingernail test. Even after wet sanding, compounding, and polishing, it still won't pass. So I'm trying to catch it just right for you guys in the camera, but I can't. Very difficult to see, but they're still there. They're still there. There's a few. But by and large, this hood is now a mirror, and it will be a better mirror when I finish the rest of the car and we go back and put some type of protection on here. I'm still debating with myself. The customer paid for a sealant, but I may upgrade that to a certain degree with a ceramic coating, probably a 4-year one, ceramic coating at least on the hood, just because I want to. But you can see here where I've taped off some spots. That's to protect those vinyl stripes when I get to buffing on these fenders. You don't want to hit the edges of those stripes with the buffer. Then I will have to go back with a very small buffer and clean up the junk as best I can that's on those stripes. And you can see they're pretty bad. But these are aftermarket. I think the customer said he put those on. We'll see. I don't know about the ones down the side, the Mustang stripes. So I've got them taped off as well. It says Mustang down the side. I'm not sure if that's OEM or not. Those seem to be much better quality than those. Well, we shall see. Next, attack mode. The roof. The roof, the roof, the roof. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's almost as bad as the hood was. I don't know, they must have got behind a gravel truck or something. Man, I've never seen so many rock chips on a hood as there is on that one. Stand back over here and turn that light on over the hood so maybe y'all can see that. But you know what? Y'all remember that was kind of a pinkish color. It's definitely red now, by golly. And you can see you got that kind of pink haze up here on the roof. Well, the wet sanding, the compounding, the polish, and then the finish will more than likely take care of that. And I mean, look at all this. Look at all this. Scratching, 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 scratching. I mean, I don't know how you get that much scratching. I just don't know how that happens. That's incredible. But remember this, folks, because my goal is to get rid of 98 to 99% of all that scratching. Holy cow. Oh, man, look at that. Whew. This paint's in sad shape. Look at all that. So this is going to probably take even longer to do this than it did to do that. And I had Miss Angela helping me do that. Maybe she'll be back in time to help me do some of the rest of this car. I don't think I'll finish it before she gets back, but you never know, you never know. But oh my goodness. Later on I'll try to spiff these things up as best I can. Rubber and plastic. It's all the way around this car. I did it to my car, but oh, that's pretty bad. But that's what's coming up next, folks. Hey, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Any of those, they say, helps my standing in Facebook and on YouTube. If you make a comment, I think that helps me out too. Makes me more popular with their computers. It feeds their algorithm, whatever that is exactly. I'm not real sure, but man, that looks good. Oh boy, I can't wait to get some kind of protection on that hood, and it will look even better than it does now. But if you got a question, you know what, put it down there in the comments section. I'll be happy to answer any and all questions that I possibly can as fast as I possibly can. If you want more information about material, products, procedures, equipment, whatever. Can you do this yourself? Maybe. I'm not sure I would suggest it for everybody, but you could, especially if you had an old junk practice panel from the junkyard or body shop. You know, they give them to me when I go by there. They don't want them. It's just something else they got to throw away, the ones they've taken off of wrecked vehicles. They make great for trying stuff out on, you know. And if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, because then you'll be notified of the next video I do on this project when I get to it, which will be up there, Mr. West, on the roof. It's like I was just telling everybody, I don't know if you caught it, Mr. Mike. I think the roof is going to take longer than the hood did. And you go back and look at those scratches up there if you didn't see it already. But I'm going to try to make all that disappear which will redden up that paint a lot and get rid of the oxidation and some of that pink that's up there. This is not a pink Mustang, folks. It's supposed to be red. But I appreciate everybody for taking time out of their busy day and watching this video. And for those of you who take time out later on to watch it when it's not live. But folks, all right. Hey, let me get back to it. I might work a little bit longer, but it's almost quitting time. I think this is a good quitting spot before I tackle that. Might just wait till first thing in the morning, Mr. Mike, and start tackling that roof. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Like these Mustangs, there's a few spots, like right up in this area, that no matter where you stand, the front, the sides, they're hard to reach. And you've got that buffer, it weighs, depending on which one you use, 8 pounds and up, that you're trying to hold steady and keep moving properly across the paint, and it really gets to your back. That's just the way it goes. That's just part of it, folks. All right. Okay, I know the rest of you could care less about this, but here's my obligatory, oh, look at these nasty windows. Oh, there you go, Miss Angela. Let's see if I can get it. There you go. How's that? How's that, baby? Scared everybody off. All right, folks. I'm going to call it a day, I think. And we'll get back on this Mustang early in the morning. All right, folks. Thanks again. Bye-bye.